So part 2 on how my best friend and her brother plotted to kill me. So, with her father lingering near the doorway and her never letting go of that Binky Brown thing, really thinking I was obsessed with her boyfriend, those are her specific words. You're obsessed with him, and I know it. I think that she was reading his feelings and not mine. Because, as if. So she really doesn't want me there, and it's clear. But like I said, my situation at home was not ideal, and I was not about to go back to wondering when I was going to get to school or if I was going to get to school at all. I'm graduating. So I stick around, even though I can feel that I'm not wanted. I end up getting pink eye one day. I'm like, I wonder if she farted on my pillow. I'm talking myself out of it like maybe I did that or something. Allegedly. I don't know if she did it or not. I just know I woke up one morning with pink eye. And it was a mean case of pink eye. And I just had a feeling that somebody had farted on my pillow. That's all I'm saying. I convinced myself that it must have been me. But somebody did it. So anyway, one day after school, we're all standing around waiting for her dad's gal friend at the time. Let's call her Jennifer. So as we're waiting for Jennifer to pull up, I'm just standing over by the trophy cases at the school. She's somewhere further away from me. I guess she really is sick of me. Her brother, Coolio, is off and over doing his own thing. So this random dude from our school walks up to me. He doesn't even deserve a name. I mean, really. And he starts flirting with me. Now, I laugh it off. And I see Samantha give me the stink eye from over there. I ignore it because if you have something to say, just say that, right? So she yells across the room, Jennifer is on her way. You can come outside now. I go, okay. Pick my stuff up and go outside with her and Coolio. We standing out there, and I guess she felt like she needed to air out her grievances toward me. So I'm like, I'm all ears what? She says, and why are you over there flirting with that guy knowing he got a girlfriend, you hoe? I said, who? You heard me, acting like a hoe. I said, bet. I'm sick and tired of you calling me names. Because before that, she would always call me the B-I-T-C-H word. And at that time, when I was in high school, I didn't even curse. So I really didn't feel comfortable with someone who's supposed to be my best friend calling me a B-I-T-C-H. Sometimes she would do it out of malice. Other times she would do it and pretend like it was a joke, but still out of malice. But now we've graduated to hoe. Amazing. I said, babe, we about to fight because I'm sick and tired of it. She said, fine. Yeah, let's fight. Let's fight. I'm like, now. She's like, no, let's just wait till we get to my house. I say, okay, we'll fight when we get to your house. So the whole way to her house, and Jennifer took a couple of stops. She's listening to her iPod, Roman's Revenge. I am not Jasmine, I am Aladdin. So far ahead, these bumps is like. So she's blaring it in her ears, trying to get hyped for this fight at the house. I ain't listening to nothing. I'm not scared of you. In fact, I've been holding back because I know that I'm way bigger than you. You don't stand a chance. But the grace is up. So can't wait to see you at the house. So we get to the house finally. Jennifer done took so many stops. It was as if she knew that we was getting ready to fight and she was just taking a bunch of stops to cool folks down. But my fire was burning. I'm tired of this. So we get to the house. We walk up the steps. I get up the steps first. She moving slow. So I take off my stuff, put it in my little corner in the room. Soon as she walks in the room, puts her stuff down all slow, she turns around and says, so what's that shit you was talking at the school? I said, I don't even want to talk. Let's just throw the hands. She said, all right, fine then. So she gets really, really loud and starts yelling really, 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 really loud. I don't know what your problem is. You was the one flirting with, and you always act like you got a problem, and I feel like this and that. Her brother, Coolio, was like, what's going on up here? What's going on up here? I'm still standing there just looking like, are you done yet? Because soon as you're done, she yelling. Her brother, Coolio, what's happening? What are y'all doing? What's the problem? I said, she wants to fight, so we're about to fight. What? No, y'all don't need to fight. Y'all best friends. She like, no, she want to fight. Let's fight. I said, all right, let's fight then. She said, you come in here, and she triggered me. At first, I was all silent until she said that she felt like I was using her family. I'm sitting up here hollering at the top of my lungs at this point because I know damn well I told you everything that was going on with my mom and that crackhead. You think that that's something that I have control over? You think I want to be here with you giving me sore throats, opening the window in December weather, blowing my damn esophagus up? You think I want your Popeye weirdo obsessed with his earrings because he don't got nothing else cute on his face, looking bad haircut, having ashy knuckle, dirt grabbing, snatching, booty scratching, fingernail having, tiny feet? You know, we know what that mean by now. Always crying, flooding up the line with his boo-boo tears, having, man, kid, you think I want that? I'm going off nigga, and I finally say he is ugly. I mean, I've been holding it back, but now you're making me say that he's ugly because why would I want somebody that is ugly? So, somewhere along the lines of me yelling, her brother decides that he wants to step in. She ends up on the other side of her bedroom door. He closes the door with me on the other side. Now he's standing on the outside in the hallway, holding onto the door handle, while I'm on the inside in her bedroom by myself. She's outside there with him, banging on the door, like just getting things right up. I don't know if she was trying to drag it out until her dad got home or what the situation was. Maybe she just didn't have a plan at first because she wasn't trying to fight. It was very much clear. And her brother stepping in the way and putting that door in the way was an indicator, and her letting him do it, that was an indicator that she really wasn't trying to throw no hands. She was just talking shit and she didn't want to back down. So suddenly it gets quiet on the other side of the door. And he opens up the door and he said, y'all need to stop fighting. Come on, y'all don't got to fight or whatever. So he's talking to me, but he's also like looking out the door. Like, so where he's standing, he's on the outside of her bedroom door. There's a hallway. You come out her door, you turn left, and down this hallway just a little bit, there's a small set of steps. Down that way, to this way is the dining room, and to the left is the kitchen. So he's looking down those steps. I'm thinking like maybe he's just watching her or something. Maybe they're talking and whispering back and forth. I don't know. So eventually she comes back up the steps talking Cash Money. He closes the door again. You know, we're going back and forth between the door. So at some point he opens up the door and he lets her in, and we're still arguing, but not at as high of a volume. He says, y'all need to squash it for real, for real. So she like, all right, man. She like, I guess. I'm like, that's fine, whatever. Like, I'm tired. Like, it is what it is. She's crying, I'm crying, we hug, kumbaya. He like, y'all need to hug, we hug, kumbaya. She like, come on, let's get something to eat, you know? That's what we do. We go in the kitchen and I make us food. So we go downstairs to go in the kitchen. I see on the way to the kitchen that in the dining room under the table, there's a butcher knife. I'm like, what is that under the table? So she don't say nothing, he don't say nothing. And I say, what's that under the table? She says, oh, I was about to wait for my brother to open the door, let you run downstairs, chase me. I was going to run up underneath the dining room table, grab and spew. So basically you telling me that he was watching you go in the kitchen and then go in the dining room to grab the butcher. And he saw you put it under the table. This was y'all's plan that y'all made on the other side of the door. The plan was for you to come back up to the door, get crunk again, like you did. And if I responded with the same energy that I've had all this time and was mad enough to come after you, he was going to let me out. And I was going to run and chase you down the steps into the dining room where you were going to deliberately go and grab that, and you were going to turn and me with it. Yeah, but I mean, we squashed it, so it's good now. Coolio, you was in on it the whole time. It took until I became about 30 years old to realize you was in on it the whole time.